Okay, so I have another guest
All right.
who has also joined me right now, and we are going to have a discussion. So, as part of this and for the purpose of this record, can you mention your name and introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Obed Otto.
Okay.
I'm the country rep for Ziki Media.
Okay.
I do digital distribution, artist management, and anything to do with music in general.
What is the meaning of digital distribution?
So just as the name implies, like distributing goods, but this time it's distributing music digitally.
Okay.
That's what it means, yes.
Digitally through what means?
So we have stores like Apple Music, we have Spotify, we have Boomplay, Audiomack, YouTube. Those are the stores that this content pieces of music are distributed.
Yeah. With this kind of distribution, what is the difference between this and what we were previously doing, like the hard copies, the era of the hard copies? What's the difference between these two?
Okay, so the thing is this. Previously, you will have to carry CDs or cassettes from one store to the other physically.
Yeah.
These days, you don't have to cut CDs. All you need to do, get the song recorded in the studio, wave, get a metadata describing the song or its attributes, just so that when you put it on the stores, it is easy for people to identify and then buy, and then through the metadata you get your sales, and then you make your money.
Okay, so if I get you well, for instance, during the era of selling hard copies, if I need my songs in the USA, I need to carry CDs,
a physical CD,
yeah. Get a distributor,
yes,
there.
Yes.
But with digital music distribution, I can be anywhere.
You can be anywhere. All you need, two things: either you get an aggregator who has relationships or contracts with this stores, digital stores like Spotify, or these days there are means where you don't need an aggregator, just need any of those stores like Boomplay, Audiomack. You can directly upload your music straight from the studio, so it makes it easier and faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how is it like? How is the contract like if someone wants to subscribe to any of these platforms? And first of all, before you answer that, how many stores, for instance, if I'm giving it to a digital distribution site or company, how many stores are they able to distribute my songs?
Okay, so it depends on your aggregator. There are some aggregators who are able to do 37, 50 digital stores worldwide. There are some who say, I can distribute, but I can't go mainland China.
Okay.
There are some that have contracts with distributors there or stores there, so they are able to distribute worldwide. So depending on your aggregator, you are able to reach a wider audience or a smaller audience.
Okay, so do I have to pay before I upload my songs onto those platforms, or going through a third party? Do you have to? Is there any form of payment?
Okay, so there are two ways. There's one that, for example, if you're going through like TuneCore, that's one of the aggregators or one of the digital platforms where you're able to get your songs onto the stores. When you're going through Boomplay, for example, I was mentioning one store like that. You asked whether you have to pay.
Yes. Is it free?
Good. So there are two ways you can do that. There are times where you don't have to pay. The aggregator takes 30% of the revenues that will accrue, and then you, the artist, take 70%.
Okay.
In that instance, whilst you are uploading your content, you don't pay anything. In the other way, or the other side, will be that you pay a subscription, and this subscription, it could be either every 6 months.
Okay.
You pay, or every year you pay this subscription. You see, these subscriptions, they are like the stores. They are like you going to Mokola to rent a place to sell your wares.
Okay.
So you go there, you rent your place. I said they say, okay, fine. Every month you pay this amount of money, or every 2 months you pay this amount of money. You pay that, and then they keep your songs there. When the time comes, and then they write to you that your time for subscription is expiring, and you do not renew, the songs go still. They are there, but you don't get those revenues again because you've not renewed your subscription.
Okay, so you need to renew your subscription.
Very important.
Okay, so I was waiting for this information. What is the percentage like? For instance, when my songs are uploaded, how much comes to me?
Okay, so what happens is this: depending on the contract you sign with your aggregator. See, your aggregator also has a contract with the stores. So some of them, it is 70-30 between your aggregator and the stores. Some is 50-50 between your aggregator and the stores. And then your aggregator comes to you, majority of the times it is 70-30 in the favor of the artist.
Okay.
However, sometimes when the aggregator gives you an advance, there's a possibility that because he has given you an advance,
okay,
he'll say, I'm not going to share 70-30 with you, we are going to do 50-50. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Now, if my songs are on these digital platforms, how do I get people to know my songs are there? When I have my songs, I remember back then here in Ghana, we had Despite Music distribution. They do more some of these distribution. There is a physical shop, but the online, a lot of musicians. How can my music be visible to someone who just logs on? Do I need to promote and let people know this is where my song is? Okay, so it's simple. Those days, in the past, you have to actually carry these CDs and go from Cantamonton to Circle, just trying to get a distributor. These days, with social media and then with these stores I spoke about, you are able to upload the songs. Now the next stage is, how do you get people to know that these songs are available in the stores? Yeah, the same social media space. So when the songs are uploaded, you are shared with codes, or what we call links. These links directs you to the site of the store. So for example, if you record a song, you give it to me, it's uploaded, I'll share with you a link. Okay. Once you click on the link, it will take you to the store where the song is available with your artwork. You click on it and you are able to stream, download, or share. So now once you have that link, you have following on your social media, being it Facebook or Instagram. There you are able to push the song. Some will use Facebook Meta to promote, just so that so it depends on where you want to promote it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then you get wider audience to see that the content is available.
You mentioned stream, download, and
I mentioned stream, download. I even mentioned share. Yeah.
Okay. When you are a musician, you send me your link. Does streaming come with a different cost? The cost of streaming, the cost of downloading, does it come with different costs when I do that? Yes. Especially if I'm a consumer, I've sent a song, I want to stream, I want to do this. Does it come with a different cost?
Yes, it does. And however, on the different platforms, the charges are different. For example, if you want to download on Apple Music, the amount, I forgot the exact figure, but it is not the same as when you are downloading on even Spotify. Okay. A platform like YouTube, the way they operate, the revenues come from advertisements. So you streaming, you don't pay for the streaming. However, the advertisement that marketers place on these videos that you watch, it is from those revenues that content owners are paid from. So the models are different.
Okay, so models are different. Okay, are musicians making more money from digital distributions compared to what we're doing back then?
Okay, so I've had this debate. I was on Peace FM some time ago with a couple of people, and I was trying to explain to them, look, however way you look at it, artists are making money with digital distribution far way more than when they were doing physical. Think of even the cost of producing the CD alone. Think of the cost of designing the CD cover.
Yeah.
Think of the cost of having to carry this CD physically to Germany,
even
France.
Duplicating of the CDs.
Just think of it. That alone would defeat whatever argument you're going to put forth for physical distribution. So digital is the way. However, because the cost of production in terms of getting the actual files is low as compared to the physical CDs, it's the same way. Revenues that come, it's not as huge per unit, but over time you are able to recoup. And you see, when somebody gets your song, for example, on the digital platform, you can get your song in the libraries.
Okay,
so you get your song in the library. It means that anytime the person goes on Apple or Spotify, he has access and can stream the song. The song will be there. It's not going to spoil. Like your CD, your child picks it up and breaks it, you have to go and buy another CD. But if it's in the stores, nobody touches it. It's always there.
It's always there. Yeah. And you can always go back for it.
Exactly.
But on hard copies, if it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
You cannot get it back again.
Yeah.
CDs can scratch, pen drives, flash drives can even corrupt, and you lose all of these.
Exactly.
So you think this is a good deal for musicians, right?
Yeah, it is a good deal, but with all innovations, it will not come. We see these things are disruptions. So when it comes, it is going to disrupt the market. But those who are smart and learn the trade faster, they will continue to enjoy. And those who decide to stick to the old things, they tend to suffer.
Okay, let's move straight up to artist management.
Sure.
Who is an artist manager?
Okay, so an artist manager forms part of the core team that an artist will need if he's a serious artist and want to succeed.
If he is a serious artist,
yes, and want to succeed, because the manager most of the time is said to be the very first person you should employ, and then the manager now advises on who the lawyer should be, who the promoter should be, who the publisher should be, who the other team members should be. Yeah.
Okay. Who employs the manager?
Of course, so again, there's this two ways of doing it. For example, an artist, a well-established artist, can say, okay, Mr. Ima, I've seen that you have expertise in digital distribution or management of digital platforms. Therefore, I want you to become my manager to handle this aspect of the business for me. In that sense, he is employing you.
Okay.
The artist is employing the manager. That's how. There are circumstances where, let's say, there's an executive producer who has his money and gets a manager and say, you know what, I have my money, I don't have time to do all those rounds, I'm going to assign to you one guy who is going to be like a road manager and is going to help you go around. So that possibility is also there.
Okay, so manager handles shows in case there is a program and there should be some form of negotiations.
In fact, the manager's role, because he's the first one to hire, in the beginning he wears all the caps until things become a bit difficult. For example, when it's entering into a sync license where the deal is huge, you're talking of thousands of dollars. In those instances, he looks at the contract and says, no, I can't sign this alone. I would need a lawyer, entertainment lawyer, to go through and then advise. But when it's something like, oh, we just want the artist to come and perform here, oh, okay, let's charge this amount of money, he can handle it on that level, and that is that. Yeah.
Okay, so artists will actually employ, but it gets to some points where some of these artists, when managers talk to them, advise them, they don't listen. It's like, I know what I'm doing. Should that be the case?
No, okay, so and I understand why it happens. You see, the artist is working with emotions, is working with his feelings, is a creative person. So, and creative people, the way they look at situations and the way they analyze issues are different. The manager is supposed to be a businessman, a left brain thinker and a right brain thinker. So when for example, the manager listens to a song and the manager says, look, I think that this song should be track 2. Artists say, no, it should be track 1. You know, it's been a long time I dropped a rap song. My fans who know that I'm a rap artist, they need to see that I'm back. So I want the rap song to be track 1. It might not be a commercial song, but he will force it. So and because the artist hired the manager, at the point the manager will have to give in, because you are just hired to do a job. And if your boss says I'm going in this direction, you can't fight it. You can just advise. Yeah.
Okay. Do we still have executive producers currently here in Ghana?
Yes, we do. However, these days you do not have the outright executive producers where you get like the big bands, the what do you call it? Oh, Damphobia. You don't have those. What we have now currently is to have artists coming together and working with investors. You understand? So artists come together to work with investors to pump in the funds to work on the project. So you see an artist and then maybe another person, an investor, being executive producers accredited on a particular project. Yeah.
Okay. Now, artist, manager, and executive producer.
Yeah.
When someone is investing into your career, in case there is an event, you charge. How is distribution done? Or it depends on the producers or the people involved? Do we have a strict rule? This one artist takes 30%, manager. How is it done?
Majority of the times, these things are handled at the time of signing the agreement. So, for example, if at the time of signing the agreement, the executive producer is told, you need to invest, let's say, X amount of money. He says, no problem. This project or this body of work is going to cost, from production of the audio to the video to the promotion and getting the songs heard, is going to cost, let's say, 50,000. And then he says that, look, if I am to cough up the 50,000 all by myself, what it's going to mean is that wherever revenues come from, I'm going to take 70% of the revenue, and then maybe you take 30. However, there are circumstances where let's say the amount to be invested is 100,000. Then the executive producer coughs up 70,000. Then the artist brings 30,000. What it will mean is that the artist is also contributing funds apart from the talent. In that sense, when revenues accrue or when revenues are generated, what happens is that the revenue share is either 50-50, or even if it goes in favor of the majority investor, it is not as huge in the instances where all the investment came from one person.
Okay. Currently, most of our musicians are doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know whether, because we don't hear the big names we used to have in Ghana. There was Ajikut, the Despite Music production, a lot of them now. They are nowhere to be found. Big Ben, Goodies Music Production, where are they?
Yeah, I told you about the digital disruption. The digital disruption changed the dynamics of the game, such that you do not have to get crazy money or big money before you can start something, or before you can start putting your music online. You see, those times, the Ajikots and the Big Bands, the reason why they were very key in the time was that even when the song was done, you needed money to actually go to print these CDs or these cassettes. And because by the time the songs were done, the artists have spent all their money in the studios recording. They do not have extra money to run promotions, pay payola, or pay TV stations to air the videos. So at that time, then they will need somebody to come in.
Okay.
However, these days, once the song is recorded, and in everybody's room in Ghana, there's a small computer and some Fruity Loops. Once the song is recorded and the digital file is up, you are good to go.
Okay.
You take your phone, go out there, just shoot something, put the audio underneath.
Okay.
And you're fine.
Wow.
That's why these days you don't need those huge stuff. However, there are some uncles and some aunties who are still investing in the awards, but that is low key. Yeah, it's there, but it's not a very good business model, because those ones is just family stuff. So
family.
Yeah.
Here in Ghana, one challenge, and I don't know, but it's a challenge to me. I see it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Gospel musicians are always being managed and produced by their husbands. Is it a problem?
Okay. I that phenomenon has been there for a while, but you see, I might be wrong, but formally, you see that gospel musicians, a singer will be in the church, and then before they get married, one young pastor, picks her in the choir, and then she starts singing for him. They'll go on programs. The next time they are getting married. Now, the other side of the story too is that, see, this young pastor who has found this lady, they are in love. Now, the lady has a song and wants to put it out. You see, the thing with love is that once you say you love somebody and the person says she's a singer, it means you need to go and find money and put into the song. And then when the song gets okay, when it gets big, then you can get other people coming to invest. But now the problem is that after a while, when the artist starts seeing, day of light where some energies are coming, she's making some good money. When others come to invest, there's this feeling from the managers or the husbands who have become managers that, hey, this guy might take my wife away from me. Because imagine your wife has to travel. Your wife has to travel to Canada for a show, and then the executive producer is saying that, the ticket is so expensive, so I cannot go with the manager, so I will have to go with your wife alone. It becomes a challenge. So to curtail all those things, you find the husbands themselves playing the role. That's why,
and it becomes a problem.
Yeah, majority of the times it ends up.
Does it affect? Sometimes I think
it messes up the marriage.
Yes.
No, because once you put business and marriage, you put it together, it's a nice combination for trouble. I tell you.
Okay, how is promotion like now? Promoting music here in Ghana, how is it like?
Okay, so let me take you back a little. Back in the day, when the song is recorded, you might get maybe an Ajikot or a big band saying, "Oh, I like the song," and then they pick the song, they shoot videos. Those days, radio stations are just 2 or 3.
Yeah.
They pay this guy, they pay that guy, and then the song is on radio.
Yeah.
By the following month, the video is ready. But these days, digital promotions, you actually need a plan, because digital promotion, you the artist, you are like a content creator.
Yeah.
In fact, when you are asking people to come and listen to your song, you need to give them value. You need to give them some value before
there should be value for money
before they even listen to whatever you have to say. So you need to plan, schedule a promotion. Now artists are learning about hooks.
Yeah.
What to say to catch audience attention. They are learning serious branding. They are so many things, just so that the messages go through. So you plan well, you shoot what we call micro content. So cut small pieces of your video or do small pieces of your audio, level 24, 30 seconds videos, and then put them online.
Okay. And you are good to go.
Yeah, but of course, if you have some money, do some promotion. These days, others use the influencers.
Yeah.
Where they get influencers to do some dances
on TikTok and other stuff.
Yeah, to push it. The only challenge I have with that is that there's no serious correlation between influencer influencers energies on the streaming. It's not really, you are not able to get the connection. What you see is that the songs becomes big, it becomes popular.
Okay.
But streaming is a different matter.
Okay. Now, do you think Ghana, we need a lot of event centers? You think we need a lot of event centers? The reason why I'm asking this question is that when this current administration was coming into power, they promised to build theaters across the country, across that time, across the 10 regions except Greater Accra. I'm sure because we have the National Theatre and then the Accra International Conference Center. Do you think that we need big centers like event hall for us to be able to host events like the Ghana Music Awards? Do you think we need it across the country? Will it be visible? Are we going to get value for money?
Yeah, I agree that we need venues, but I don't believe that we need the venues all across. We need venues, but if you're going to put them all across, it means that you will not have the money to do, big ones that at international standards, because you have to spread yourself thin. You put one here, you put one there, and say, okay, I have one here, I have one there, I have one there, just to show that you've built something. But you can pick like 5 or 6. Now we have 11 or 16. Pick 5 or 6 and do it very well. That's all. But we do need.
We need them across the country,
but not across the country.
Well, okay. What is your take on the National Cathedral?
Wow, wow! I got to speak on this.
Could it have been like an event center if it had been built like somewhere around Kumasi?
my honest stance. I believe that if the president so felt that he has promised God that he will build a cathedral for him when he ascends the high office, he should have taken this thing to, let's say, Eastern region, or Ashanti region, or Western region, just so that we can take some of the pressure away from Accra. Because see, my issue is all those judges' bungalows that were broken, the passport office that was moved. I honestly, I don't believe it was.
A lot of them were they had to break a lot of properties down, and now people are saying it's become the most expensive manhole in Ghana.
Yeah, you know, at the time they explained that it's not just going to be for church, whatever, but it's going to be for tourism. And I agree with the concept.
Okay.
The concept. So take it to Western region, take it to Eastern region. Let that place also develop. Give the place and the people the opportunity for them to stay in there, because we are complaining that Accra is choked and rent and everything is going up. So open up other places. You don't have to concentrate everything here. So that is my take on it. If it's a nice project, but where it's located and the timing, no.
Thank you, Mr. Obed, for joining us. We take a break. We'll be back.